Right here, just kind of getting ready to go.
Super 8, nippy disc to come out, but taken to hands. Page, back.
Oh my God! What a way to start the game! Oh my gosh!
One of the freshman contributors for this Dartmouth team, but how about Ellie Mellick canceling Verju's hook? Of course, Dina had a hand block yesterday against Ohio State. This was with the foot.
I love Footblocks. Footblocks are one of the most powerful marking tools available to you, but also ones that are underutilized and misunderstood. Let's take a look at some of the reasons why I think they're so great. Number 1. You can pressure throws without moving your center of gravity. Lunging for a low throw with your hands is a surefire way to overbalance. It inevitably moves your center of gravity significantly to the left or to the right. With intelligent use of your feet, you can take away throws, shin height and below, and still keep balanced with your center of gravity mostly in the middle. You can flick your foot one way and recover to the other direction much easier than you can lunge downwards one way and recover for a throw the other way.
To start this game to 3, it's a Gail Ansala hand block on Dylan Freechild.
Number 2. Feet are fast. Let's take a look at Gail Ansalan's foot block here on Dylan Freechild in the semi-finals of World Championships in 2022. Take a look at how late his foot can move to cut out this fast flick. We can see Freechild has pivoted and is fully wound up before Ansalan even moves his foot. You can't lunge low with your hands that fast.
Oh, Footblock, get that on tape.
Number 3. Blocking double the space. By using your feet as well as your hands, you double the appendages you have that can block the throw. Looking at the same block here, Ansalan uses both his foot and his hand to create a double barrier. He does only need his foot here, but the double barrier ensures Freechild can't adjust at the last second and throw a little higher. He's going to be stuffed either way. Number 4. Better recovery efforts. When you've moved your momentum one way to cut off a throw, it can, obviously, be really difficult to shift that back the other way to reach out for a hand block. It's way easier in this situation to stick a foot out. You don't need to move as much of your body to cut off that throw.
The turn was very, very clinical. You see, Dana Ray goes for the early movement and Felix Martin just knocks it with the sole of his foot and snatches it away.
Number 5. Catch-up blocks. On a similar note to recovery efforts, if you're catching up with someone who's trying to throw in flow or has got a power position, a foot block is probably the only reasonable way to put pressure on that throw. That is, without completely overcommitting to the motion of the disc and risking getting faked out and run around the other way. Good use of your foot allows you to take away that swing or that hook without completely overcommitting in that direction. A lot of players are taught how to mark a so-called athletic position, which is feet shoulder width apart and squatting down low in order to pressure low throws. You'd be much better off with your feet a little further apart and using foot blocks to cover those low throws. This will allow you to cover a wider range of throws without actually moving your centre mass at all. And that's the most powerful marking tool you can have. A few caveats before we wrap up. Firstly, foot blocks that kick super high, like around your waist height, are generally ill-advised because they don't have the advantages that we've talked about. They're slow compared to your hands, and they will put you off balance. Secondly, safety is important. So you want to make sure you're not kicking at your opponent's hands, but you're just giving it a flick to where you think the disc is going to go once it leaves their hands. Obviously, any sort of stamping motion is only going to end badly. Finally, if you play on sand, you probably shouldn't go for foot blocks. It's just going to kick sand in your eyes, or your opponent's eyes, or both your eyes, and nobody's going to be happy. Otherwise, follow some of the guidance here, and happy foot blocking.